So I'll just chat about this tank a little bit. This is my Tanganyikan tank, and I just feel like their personalities are really cool and worth talking about. Let's start over with, I have 6 fish in here total, and I have no idea why they're not breeding yet, because there's no reason for them not to. So that right there is an interesting community, I think, because there are 3 different communities of fish in here, all the same breed, Neolamprologus Multifaciatis, also called multis. This group is like, that is a strong male, he's the beast. That's a female, and then this is like sort of like a beta male right here. He kind of chases him around a little bit. This guy used to live over here, but then he buried his whole home. He had like this big setup of a bunch of different shells over here. They're always messing around with the shells. This group right here is the one I'm most hopeful for breeding, because that's just a male and a female, and they're pretty well paired up. They'll kind of follow each other into different shells, and it's kind of cute. It's almost like they're courting. And they have this whole section to themselves. That's theirs. So there's really no reason for them not to breed. They've been in there a few months, so it's got to happen soon. And then the funny one, which kind of happens, so we have 4 males and 2 females, which is exactly the opposite of what you want. Kind of want 2 males and 4 females. That's kind of a great setup. But because of that many males, this little guy, poor guy, is all by himself. He's like my Sigma male. He's second biggest. That's his big problem, is he's like the second biggest, second toughest. So this guy, the tank alpha over here, he chased him way off over here. So this tank was originally just flat sand with evenly distributed shells, and they moved all of these shells and all of this sand to look like this. During water changes, like there'll be a divot here every time, and then this guy just rebuilds it and makes it flat the way he wants it. It's really adorable. They're really the personality plus fish. I used to own Similis, which I think were a little bit easier, but also a little more aggressive. They're a little more my style. They would fight and really make breeding a priority, as opposed to these guys who are a little more docile and a little less active. But that's what was available at the store, was multis, so that's what I got. But that's about it on the update. I just have what is that, Fluval 70? Yeah, Aquaclear 70 for 20 gallons. Ends up turning over every 6 minutes or so. I get new. You get all the water is turned over every 6 minutes. It's about 79 degrees. Pretty rock steady on that. I have it in the light here so that they'll have a little bit of that extra algae growth in there for them to munch on during the day, so they never go hungry. I also have, I specifically asked for nuisance, like some extra nuisance what are these guys? Snails. It kind of like lowers the pH a little bit, makes a little more calcium stable, things like that, because you can see all the dead shells in there, and it just new life doing that. And they also munch up a lot of the waste. Like I think I've only done it twice, is clean the glass, because the nuisance snails are kind of everywhere. If you go looking, they're right there, they're all in the substrate. And that's about it. Just the world's cheapest heater, because it really doesn't require a lot of heat. That might change in the winter, but we'll see. I just want them to breed. That's about it. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. All the parameters are rock steady. I've bred ocellatus in the past, which are much harder to breed, but these guys just... I've also used 40 breeders as opposed to a 20 long. I don't think that's the problem, but maybe it is. But thanks. Have a good day. And I lied. There's their baby. He's right there. That made me so happy. I hope you saw him. He just hid back in there. There's another one. Look at him go. Making babies. I love it. I knew you guys could do it.